All right, Shalom. I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harachakwadash. Also want to give double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone. And honors to all you fellow laborers that are kicking his word in sincerity and in faith. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harachakwadash, Barakathum, to all you sincere listeners. All right, so as you can see, hey, more hell upon California. You know, the Elder Kornawaf, he brought out how this was going to happen. And sure enough, hell is engulfing these people because it's time for the Lord to bring judgment. All right, this isn't no time for California and America to bounce back. It's time for judgment to rain down. All right, so I'm gonna play this video with the sound.
Yolo County this afternoon.
I mean, it's crazy. It's kind of messing up the way to go to work.
Water poured over roads all around Yolo County, stranding some drivers in rushing floodwaters.
Oh, it's a mess. I'm trying to get to work to Cache Creek. All the roads are closed. This is crazy.
And here in Madison on Road 90, 3 cars and a big rig were overcome by floodwaters. The roads so treacherous, it was even tough for first responders to get to them, let alone get them out.
There's a vehicle just ahead, about maybe a quarter mile up there. I can't tell whether or not anybody's in it, so I'm going to have to go find another route to go see if I can determine that there's no one in it. Well, what we prefer is just them to adhere to the road closure signs. You know, if it says it's closed for a reason.
Those trying to get to work in this area were tempted to give up.
Well, I put my GPS on because I was going down 16, and it said turn on 20, and obviously it's flooded too. So I think I'll go home.
I don't know. Right now I'm still giving it 50-50. We'll see what happens. We're going to try. Take it slow.
Bottom line, road closure means road closure. Better to get to your destination than to get stuck in this.
Judgment. Straight up judgment. And this is in Yolo County, which I had a client this morning that stays in Yolo County. He had to cancel because of this flooding. It's not too far from where I'm at. 35 minutes. Hey, and there's more, man. There's more. This is just the tip of the iceberg, so to speak.
3.5 earthquake that just hit a few minutes ago. It hit just 2 miles north of Piedmont.
And that is the same area where a 3.4 struck yesterday morning. So 2 consecutive days. Joining us on the phone is Diane Bowe. She lives in El Sobrante. Diane, do you hear us?
Yes, I do.
Tell us what you felt out there.
Well, I got woken out of bed because it's a second floor house, and the entire house went from side to side. It felt like it was from south to north.
Okay, yeah.
Back and forth so fast.
A lot of people were saying that they felt it in San Francisco stronger than yesterday's quake. Can you compare the two? Did you feel yesterday's too?
No, I did not feel yesterday at all. Today, I definitely was woken up by it. So it was totally different.
What else happened inside your home? You said that it was kind of shaking a little bit. Anything fall off the shelves?
No, just my cats went crazy. That's about it.
Yeah, they say the animals always really feel these earthquakes. All right, Diane and El Sobrante, thanks for sharing your story this morning. You know, a lot of people felt it. I'm looking on Twitter right now. A lot of people saying that, that woke them straight up this morning. That of 3.5 earthquake.
Yeah, and everybody's waiting for that big one, man. And this is all happening at the same time, man. All happening at the same time. You go down Southern California.
Like a lot of water and a huge mess on the streets of Orange County. And as you know, more rain is on the way. Tonight, KCAL 9 Orange County reporter Stacy Butler is live in a trouble spot in Seal Beach. Stacy.
Yeah, Susie Cruz right now taking advantage of this break in the rain. You can see this backhoe here just dug a massive hole. They've got the pump there. You see the hose in there. It is slowly draining this massive pool, threatening oceanfront homes. This water now heading back to the ocean.
It's heavy. It's scary.
Pounding rain in Seal Beach tonight had locals running for cover and taking chances driving through flooded intersections, uncertain just how deep they were.
The driving, the way people drive. That's what makes me nervous, because there's all these people that never are around rain, you know, and rain comes out and they all go crazy.
Driving sucks. For sure. Driving's terrible.
Storm after storm this week dumped 4 inches of rain on the tiny beach town. As the flash flood watch continues, deep water pulled dangerously close to oceanfront homes near the pier. Anxious locals watched the water finally recede late this afternoon, but then at 6 o'clock tonight, it poured again, filling the pool, threatening homes.
I'm going slower through the puddles, but definitely lots of water, and especially in Seal Beach, it gets flooded really quickly.
Nothing but
Earlier today, Orange County Fire Authority crews filled sandbags for locals, looking to shore up against the next round.
Pretty wet and cold.
What do you think about it?
I hope it ends. Get some beach time.
We need this. It's brilliant, actually.
Have you had any problems
Besides the floods down the road, we need this. I love it.
Crews are determined to drain this massive and deep pool here right in front of the oceanfront homes before the next round of storms. They tell me if they have to, they plan to be here all night.
Catch your hell, man. No more California dreaming, okay? I'm gonna cue that up again.
Because of those high winds. KPIX5's Kristen Ayers is at the toll plaza right now. Kristen?
Right, and that's the big story out here are those gusty winds, 40 to 45 miles per hour out here on the bridge. And that gusty wind certainly had an impact on drivers. You can see this video of that big rig, which was towing a trailer earlier this evening when those winds blew it onto its side on 580 East. Happened around 8 o'clock tonight. Amazingly, the driver was not injured and managed to get out of the truck safely. Right now, the left 2 lanes of the highway are still blocked. It's unclear when they will reopen. And tonight in Oakland, all that wind and rain turned deadly, downing a heavy branch on Caltrans property along Interstate 580. The victim, a man in his 40s who may have been seeking shelter along the highway. Friends found him trapped under the tree, and by the time authorities arrived, it was too late.
One of the branches of the tree had broken and fallen on top of this individual, and unfortunately he succumbed to his injuries.
Now, authorities say use common sense on these roads, slow down. They say if you think you're already going slow, drop your speed about 5 miles per hour more. Reporting live on the Richmond Bridge, Kristen Ayers. Liz, back to you.
You got to be so careful out there. All right, Kristen, thank you.
In Sonoma County tonight, they've been dealing with flash flooding. Take a look at all the water there. It is moving out. This is the intersection of Highway 121 and 12 in Shelbyville. The roads closed, obviously, but some drivers decided to try to get through. Others weren't so lucky. This car was left stranded in the intersection, unable to make it through those floodwaters. And you can see water rushing through the road like waves there. There's a flood warning for southeastern Sonoma County until 10 tomorrow morning. Now, this SUV also got stuck in the water, but fire crews put in some elbow grease and managed to pull it out. Joe Vasquez is in Petaluma tonight with a closer look at the treacherous conditions.
It has been a real gully washer. Part 2 of the 1-2 punch pounded Sonoma County this evening. The heavy rain sparked flood warnings in parts of the county. Willowbrook Creek in Penn Grove was one of several bodies of water that filled almost all the way up and seemed in danger of spilling over. Throughout Sonoma County, we found one flooded street after another. It was not safe to drive around. Near Shelbyville, around 3 o'clock this afternoon, the CHP reports one person died and another was hospitalized after a crash. It happened on Highway 121 near Napa Road, just down the road from the Boxcar Restaurant, which, as you can see, has high water in the parking lot. Police say one of the vehicles crossed the yellow line and smashed into the other. At the
judgment, man. So there's nothing but judgment coming out. All right, I got one more. Then I'm gonna hit some precepts.
Several roads are already closed.
CBS 2's Amy Johnson is live with the look at the danger right now. Amy.
And you notice they got Jake in the field, man. It ain't nothing but Israelites that got to go out there. Esau sitting pretty in the broadcast room. Make you Israelites go out there in the field, in the midst of everything.
Well, Peter and Crystal, this is a really critical time because Malibu could have received anywhere from 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch of rain before the system was out, which had a lot of people concerned whether or not these charred hillsides could handle any more rain. So they have shut down some of the main canyon roads. We're right here at Malibu Canyon Road at Civic Center Way. This road has been shut down, and unfortunately, one person was already injured when rocks came tumbling down here.
Ain't nothing but Esau out here, too.
Rain pounded Malibu this morning, making driving treacherous along Cane and Doom. The big concern, rocks and debris falling under the roadway below.
It's a lot of rocks down. There's a lot of debris on the road and very slick conditions. So just taking it a lot slower and definitely being more vigilant.
Winds whipped the area overnight. Crews shut down Topanga Canyon when rocks started falling on the roadway. The rain-soaked, Woolsey fire-scarred hillsides just weren't strong enough to hold onto the rocks and debris.
That's incredible. I think about it, it could have been me.
Steve Goldberg saw this 2 to 3 ton boulder fall on Malibu Canyon Road and slam into this Ford Taurus, injuring the woman inside.
I just saw the car in front of this car that got hit swerve, and for a second I thought, well, there's nothing there, and then I saw a big rock come down and hit this car right here.
She was taken to the hospital with a minor head injury.
It hit the back passenger door, so I can only imagine if it hit the driver's side.
In addition to Topanga Canyon and Malibu Canyon, Decker Canyon, or Route 23, is also closed. Some area roads are open but are waterlogged. The right lane of Civic Center Way near Webbway was underwater. And you can still see a steady stream of water flowing down here from Malibu Canyon Road. And authorities have gone door to door to 300 homes, letting folks there know that they are under mandatory evacuations. 2 centers have been set up at Agora Calabasas Community Center and Santa Monica High School gym. And those folks can actually take small animals with them there. It's also important to mention that all 4 Malibu schools are closed today. Reporting live in Malibu, Amy Johnson, CBS 2 News.
Hey, man, Esau can't catch a break because Malibu got burnt up not too long ago. Now it's getting hit with these mudslides. All right, so I'm going to go to the scriptures now. The brother GMS Open Notebook put 2nd Ezra 8 and 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. Yeah, it doesn't say 1 or 2 miseries. It says many, and you see that. This is nonstop. It's nonstop on your block till you drop, man. And it's really hitting you so-called white people, you Edomites, because these areas that are affected, it primarily affects you so-called white people. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. Yeah, and you devils down there in Malibu, over here in Yolo County, you're real prideful. Why? Because you got all this wealth, you got all this land. Well, guess what, man? The Lord is destroying it. Hit Malibu with some fires. Now he's hitting it with some mudslides. What the hell hit you? The judgment of Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai upon your ass. And it's only going to get worse for you. These people catching nothing but hell. This is Isaiah 29:6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. And the Lord been hitting California with all of those, man. Earthquakes hit on Tuesday and Wednesday, and everybody's shook up because they know, all right, this is just a build up to the big one. You already feeling some 3.4s, 3.5s. How much more when a 7.7 come for you? Or the Lord might break out a 12.0. All right, there's thunders, great noise due to the storm, all the wind, the tempest, the flame of devouring fire, which with PG&E going bankrupt, hey, these Edomites that put in lawsuits against PG&E, now they stuck, man. And the ultimate devouring fire is going to come from these nuclear missiles. You see? brother Micah Allah, he put the book of Nahum, chapter 1, verse 3. The Lord Yahweh is, I will start at 2. The Most High is jealous, and the Lord Yahweh revengeth. The Lord Yahweh revengeth and is furious. And you can tell that these so-called white people in particular, you're getting hit with the fury of the Lord, man. The Lord Yahweh will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserveth wrath for his enemies. Yeah. And you're the enemies of the Most High. You're hated of the Most High. Tell you that in Malachi, the 1st chapter. The Lord Yahweh is slow to anger and great in power. And you can see his power. This is the Lord's power working right here. They're getting, you driving and then the rock just hit your ass. Okay, the Lord Yahweh is slow to anger and great in power and will not at all acquit the wicked. Yeah, and you just took a look at the wicked. The so-called Jew, he's the wicked. The Lord Yahweh had his way in the whirlwind and in the storm. You see? So the Lord is there. And the clouds are the dust of his feet. You see? Yeah. And like the brother said, this is beautiful. Because those are like no-go zones for Jake. You go to Malibu, Pacific Palisades. You go to the pier, Santa Monica. Everybody looking at you all bugged out if you Jake. Well, look, man, the Lord is destroying your community, man. Totally destroying it. All right, let me get a few more precepts. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15. Verse, I'll start at 3. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. And you got a lot of people that are coming out the woodworks to speak against us. Why? Because it's we're at the very end. So you got man, they're getting weaker and weaker too, man. And it don't bother us. Why? Verse 4, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. That's right. So if you're not a faithful servant of Yahweh Shai, you're going to die in your unfaithfulness. If you're not a faithful servant or a supporter, you through, man. You out of there. Verse 5, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. That's right. So that's why the Lord is jacking this place up, man. Hey, so really there ain't no more California dreaming. All it is all it is judgment. All it is judgment falling upon you so-called white people and you 2/3. All right, so hey, no more California dreaming, okay? No more California dreaming. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, for the Holy Spirit being upon me to do this lesson. I pray it was edifying. Shalom to the elect.